Welcome to Wild World News. What's happening, Magnus sites? Back with some Wild World News. And this one I saw posted on my Facebook feed from one of my friends. And it says, people are pissed at this magazine for using a white model in an editorial about Afro hair. Oh, it has a quick update. It says, Allure responded that using beauty and hair as a form of self-expression is a mirror of what's happening in our country today. All right, so let's see what I have to say here. Okay. So it says Salma Hayek is on the cover, looking good. It's my boy Jay Bowen's favorite of all times. Man, I kill a nigga over that woman. So anyway, it says, inside the special issue called Amazing Hair, readers find pages of hairstyle tutorials, including one for Afro hair. Okay. Featuring a white woman. ... That's what it says. Who ordinarily looks like this. Okay. I actually think she looks hotter with the afro. Yeah. And I actually mistook her for a light-skinned black woman in the first photo. Because I saw the thumbnail before I clicked on it, you know. My friend posted. It says the editorial titled, You, Yes You Can Have an Afro. Is that talking to white folks? Stars actresses Marissa Nettling from the TNT TV show The Last Ship. It offers a step-by-step for how to get what Allure calls a loose afro. Okay. The loose afro is part of the magazine's retro, modern, 70s inspired styles, which seem to feature only white women. Okay. That's interesting, if they want to cater to all public, but not only did the magazine choose not to use a black model with straight hair, it failed to reference the very sacred and political context of natural hair worn during the American Civil Rights era as a symbol of black pride and protest for equality. My mom was part of that. I remember that. That was an interesting era. She told me she rocked the afro with the pick and black power, all that. It's kind of interesting that a woman that decided to be a nun at one point went into that, but she wasn't violent. But anyway, that's a different story. How dare you email me now while I'm doing my video? You shall pay, insolent fool. Alright, so let's see, is that all it says? Now it's just a bunch of Twitter posts. Okay. Yeah, right now it's just a bunch of Twitter posts. So, yeah, I think they should have, if this was a part of a whole 70s thing, yeah, I think they should have definitely featured everyone that was involved in America, civil rights movement and that whole just wild era, the 60s and 70s or whatever, what was going on. I don't know why they didn't feature any black models. I think that's interesting. At first, when I read it, when I read the title, I was thinking, okay, so people are mad because they used a white woman with an afro. Sorry, y'all, picking my eyes like crazy. Woke up a few minutes ago, got ready to do some damn videos for y'all. So, at first I was thinking, okay, they're angry because they're using a white woman wearing an afro, which makes no fucking sense because black women straighten their hair all the time. As a matter of fact, I think it's the minority, definitely the minority of black women that actually wear their hair not natural. So, but that's what I thought, and that's what I was thinking. But now it's a little different because it's like, wait a minute, well, they're talking about all these past hairdos, and you're talking about a specific area were, I can't think of any era where black people weren't iconic in this world, especially in the United States. But why would you only use white women? I find that interesting. Then when you get to the Afro, you still use a white woman. Very interesting. I actually didn't know if there were white folks wearing. Well, you know what? I've seen a lot of white people with, you know, curly hair, kinky hair. And I've seen them wear afros. Even seen white Jews, you know, they got the Jew fro, they'll call it, you know. So I know it's possible for them to have one. But it is interesting that they just didn't talk about any black folk. I find that interesting. And then for the afro, I guess for the white people that want to get an afro, they're telling you how to get one. But still, it's interesting that they're not included in there. No Hispanics either, I don't think. Huh? Selma's on the cover, though. Y'all can argue in the comment section about this shit. Ding, ding. I got nothing else to say about it. I'm going to mull this one over before I would speak more on it, but something's not right about it. I don't agree with it. I'll tell you that. It's just something's, if you're going to do an issue defining the hair of a particular era, why wouldn't you use the people involved in the era? Something's not right about that. For the record, she looked better with the fucking fro than she did with her natural hair. It's funny. I don't even know if the picture's up anymore. I may have taken it down since our relationship has been over. But Sarah actually took a picture with an Afro wig that I wore for our Halloween Magnus Answers. If you look for like a Halloween episode we did, as a matter of fact, maybe I'll find it and post it in the comment section, but or in the description box. She took the Afro and wore it, and I took a couple pictures, and surprisingly, she actually looked she looked nice. She did. She looked good with Afro wig. I thought she did. A couple people had said something. It's funny, and she kind of got some flack for that. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all harassing her for wearing an Afro wig when black women wear other people's hair in their hair all the fucking time and straighten their hair? They look like other races. What the fuck is that shit? What is the double standard with that? So anyway, I do remember a few years ago, and I always remember this, one of the Magnusites posted in the comment section, because I did a video where it was kind of discussing black women straightening their hair and why. There was something that I read that I was discussing. I was talking about how a guy was saying, why would a black man date a black woman that is straightening her hair and or wearing straight weave or extensions and wearing green eye contact lenses or dyeing her hair blonde or bleaching her skin, you know, doing these things when he can just go get the real thing, the real light white woman with blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, that type of thing. I was discussing the topic, and a guy from Norway, I believe, said, you know, you have to think about it this way. He said it's actually weird for us when we see African-American black women and they straighten their hair. He said, think about if you came to Norway or Ireland or whatever it was he was. And he was like, think about all these blonde hair, blue-eyed white people walking around with black Afro wigs. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, yeah, I would think that shit looked funny. You know? So he said, that's how we look at African-American women. We're kind of like, why? Just wear your hair natural. But anyway, like I said, y'all can fight it out in, you know, the comment section. I'm not touching it no more. But I just thought it was an interesting story to bring to light. Post your comments down below and let me know what you think of this whole situation. 1 million subscribers. Woo!